Welcome to Washington.
All together again. Isn't this nice?
Six is really a turning point episode for June. She really realizes that she needs to become one of them in order to beat them. She needs to become smarter than them, stronger than them, more cruel and more ruthless.
I am the child's mother, and I want Nicole to stay in Canada. What do you need from me in order to keep her there?
There's a few things that happen that are really important to kind of push her in the direction that she goes in for the rest of the season.
When we were first planning shooting in DC, I was concerned about the attention it would attract just for security's sake. Regular people who were standing just out of frame shot, cheering for June. It was so moving and wonderful.
We're all going to have to get used to wearing face masks in public. That's why it's so important that we get used to and understand exactly how to wear them properly for our protection.
What we see is Washington, a Gilead that's on steroids.
Welcome.
And we're introduced to the Winslow family.
Good night, Daddy!
A powerful DC family. Handmaids in the Winslow household have taken a vow of silence, and we get to see an advanced world of Gilead.
As far as Lydia's concerned, whatever has to be done must be extreme and it must be consistent.
Do you want us all to be silenced?
The challenge for her, she does love them.
No. No, I don't.
I think the danger for her will be if she allows love to deconstruct the walls that surround her.
There are moments on the show when the show and reality meld, and there are moments when the line gets really blurry. That day in DC shooting those scenes, the line just disappeared. It was very eerie in that way.
In 1871, Albert Pike predicted 3 world wars followed by a severe economic crisis. His foresight has unsettlingly aligned with historical events. Pike, an influential Freemason and Confederate general, detailed his plan in a letter to Mazzini on August 15, 1871. Pike's vision for the First World War involved the Illuminati inciting conflict between the British and German empires to topple the czars in Russia. Creating a stronghold for atheistic communism, this new ideology was intended to undermine other governments and weaken religions. For the Second World War, Pike anticipated leveraging tensions between fascists and political Zionists. This conflict was meant to eradicate Nazism while bolstering political Zionism to establish a sovereign state of Israel in Palestine. He foresaw that international communism would gain strength to counterbalance Christendom until it was needed for the final upheaval. The Third World War, according to Pike, would exploit rifts between political Zionists and Islamic leaders. Aiming to have these factions mutually destroy each other, this would lead to global exhaustion, with nations divided and battling to the brink of collapse. The war would also provoke the rise of nihilists and atheists, resulting in a catastrophic social upheaval. This turmoil would reveal the destructive impact of atheism, leading to widespread disillusionment with Christianity and a turn towards the pure doctrine of Lucifer as the new guiding light. Pike's predictions, steeped in conspiracy and controversial ideologies, paint a dark picture of the future, where a new universal order emerges from the ashes of conflict and societal collapse. Albert Pike, December 29, 1809 to April 2, 1891, was a prominent American author, lawyer, Confederate general, and leading Freemason. He was the sovereign Grand Commander of the Scottish Rite Southern Jurisdiction from 1859 to 1891 and a notable figure in the history of Freemasonry.
Well, thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here today. They say all the world is a stage, and certainly today it is.
So, Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
First to Monsignor Kevin Sullivan, who has done such an outstanding job for so long at Catholic Charities. Let's give him a round of applause and thank him for his service. 100 years ago, the New York State Legislature incorporated a collection of charitable agencies from the 8 archdioceses of New York. And that was the Catholic Charities. That's when it started. Literally this year, on April 24th, the state legislature passed the legislation in 1917. And I'm going to proclaim this April 24th Catholic Charities Day in the state of New York as a remembrance and a recollection of the great work and the birthplace of an agency that has helped literally millions and millions of New Yorkers.
All right, what is the Trilateral Commission?
It's an organization founded in 1973 by David Rockefeller to bring together business and political leaders from the United States, Europe, Japan, so they could work together for better economic and political cooperation between their nations.
Well, that's what they'd like us to believe. But you see, what they're really up to is a scheme to plant their own loyal members in positions of power in this country, to work to erase national boundaries and create an international community, and in time bring about a one world government with David Rockefeller calling the shots.
We are going to America.
We asked the president about the highly anticipated mayoral race that includes former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and Zohan Mamdani.
Zohan Mamdani, 34-year-old Democratic socialist. He's the front
Communist, not socialist, communist. He's far worse than a socialist.
Some people have compared him to a left-wing version of you, charismatic, breaking the old rules. What do you think about that?
Well, I think I'm a much better looking person than him, right?
He is the greatest Israeli soldier the world has ever known. His training is lethal, and his skills are legendary.
You're like Rembrandt with a grenade.
But it was time for a change.
I wanted to leave the army. I love my country, but the fighting, when does it end?
They've been fighting for 2,000 years. It can't be much longer. What will you do?
I want to cut and style hair.
We will put an end to the culture of corruption that has allowed billionaires like Trump to evade taxation and exploit tax breaks. We will stand alongside unions and expand labor protections because we know, just as Donald Trump does, that when working people have ironclad rights, the bosses who seek to extort them become very small indeed.
This summer, he's leaving it all behind.
Where are you from, anyway?
Australia.
Really? Because you sound Middle Eastern.
No. Similar accents. Kangaroo.
Entering a new world.
You shouldn't jump around when this nice woman's holding sharp scissors. She might cut your ear off on accident.
And pursuing his dream.
You have never cut hair before.
I will do whatever it takes.
Okay.
Mrs. Skitzer, let's cut your hair.
Welcome to Hezbollah phone line. For terrorist supplies, press 1.
New York will remain a city of immigrants. built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant.
Adam Sandler is
Zohan, stay out of my business, Mustafa.
This is not my name.
Go back to your pretzel stand. We got it.
You like to insult people?
What the hell was this, champ? I'm not paying for that! This cut me off made me swerve into you.
Sir, with all due respect, I was in the bicycle lane and you came around like a madman. Let's just be glad nobody was hurt. I mean, somebody could have died. I mean, you came too stupid. Okay, real mature, sir. Real mature.
You do not want to be throwing bicycles.
Don't mess with the Zohan.
So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us.
This is the president's convoy as it moves anywhere in the world with no one noticing. Right now, as President Trump sleeps in the White House, his armored limousine has just arrived in a warehouse 6,900 miles away in Qatar, waiting for him to arrive in 3 days. Not a replica, not a backup. The actual 20,000-pound beast that will protect him on Friday has been there since Tuesday morning. And if even one foreign intelligence officer figures out how this magic trick works, decades of American security development goes straight in the trash. Moving the president's motorcade overseas is nothing like shipping your Honda to Hawaii. You can't exactly call FedEx and say, "Hey, I need to ship an armored limousine with classified defense systems to the Middle East, no questions asked." Because the beast isn't just a car. It's a rolling fortress with 8 inches of classified armor, 5-inch bulletproof glass, and doors that weigh as much as the ones on a Boeing 757. This thing can survive direct RPG hits, seal itself against chemical attacks, and maintain encrypted communication with the Pentagon while doing 60 down a highway.
Look, without Derek Zoolander, male modeling wouldn't be what it is today.
He is a fashion icon.
So do you spend a lot of time working on these looks, thinking about them?
Oh, sure. I've been working on Magnum for at least the last 8 or 9 years.
It's been a crazy week without you. Baby steps, standing on my own 2 feet again, learning how to walk and see again. Minutes passed by so slowly, I was turning to days. I hate to admit it, but I'll be alright, I'm okay. Feels like I can breathe again. Set me free, set me free. Feels like I can breathe.
Magnum. That's intriguing. Can I see that?
Are you kidding? I shouldn't even be talking about it. It's nowhere near ready.
Woo! Oh, be quiet. Why are you guys so anti-dictators? Imagine if America was a dictatorship. You could let 1% of the people have all the nation's wealth. You could help your rich friends get richer by cutting their taxes and bailing them out when they gamble and lose. You could ignore the needs of the poor for healthcare and education. Your media would appear free, but would secretly be controlled by one person and his family. You could wiretap phones. You could torture foreign prisoners. You could have rigged elections.
It's beautiful up here.
A more perfect stage could not be asked for.
I don't see any instruments.
Your powers of observation continue to serve you well. But wait! It is to Madame Justice that I dedicate this concerto in honor of the holiday she seems to have taken from these parts, and in recognition of the impostor that stands in her stead. Tell me, do you know what day it is, Evie?
November the 4th.
Not anymore. Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder, treason, and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. First, the overture. Yes, the strings. Listen carefully, can you hear it? Now the brass.
I can hear it.
Look outside, Mummy. They're playing music.
How did you do that?
Wait, here comes the crescendo.
Professor, so your bird, there was nothing I could do. He just caught fire.
Oh, and about time too. He's been looking dreadful for days. Pity you had to see him on a burning day. Fawkes is a phoenix, Harry. They burst into flame when it is time for them to die, and then they are reborn from the ashes.
Pope Leo and Anglican Archbishop Stephen Cottrell held a historic joint prayer earlier this morning inside the Sistine Chapel. The first time a reigning British monarch, the head of the Church of England, and a pope, the head of the Catholic Church, have prayed together since the Church of England broke with the Catholic Church nearly 500 years ago. The royal couple will now head to an abbey, St. Paul's outside the walls, it is called, and the king there will receive a commemorative chair, which is going to stay there in perpetuity, and the title Royal Confrater to honor the centuries-old links between English and Catholic traditions.
These two churches became separate entities 500 years ago and have drifted apart, even further apart over the years. This is a move towards a rapprochement. It's a move towards bringing these two churches together.
Fascinating creatures, phoenixes. They can carry immensely heavy loads, and their tears of healing powers.
You could lie about why you go to war. You could fill your prisons with one particular racial group, and no one would complain. You could use the media to scare the people into supporting policies that are against their interests. I know this is hard for you Americans to imagine, but please try.
It's almost like there's a light around him. He exudes beauty.
I think about Derek every time I design a collection.
Derek, I don't know if you're familiar with the belief that some Aboriginal tribes hold. It's the concept that a photo might steal a part of your soul. I mean, what are your thoughts on that as someone gets his picture taken for a living?
That blue steel look he does, oh my gosh, the style and the hair. You know, it's almost like the new afro for the white man, but it's beautiful.
Well, I guess I would have to answer your question with another question. How many Aboriginals do you see modeling?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fashion industry's biggest night, the VH1 Fashion Awards.
that Donald Trump has won the state of Wisconsin, which means he is the winner of this race and will return to the White House as this country's 47th president. And for so many of you watching right now, that news is, to say the least, a lot to digest. I understand that personally.
Private businesses, I am asking them and suggesting to them, go to vaccine-only admission. Go to vaccine-only admission. We did this, Radio City Music Hall, months ago. Reopened, vaccine-only.
Please have all vaccine cards out.
Radio City Music Hall announced tonight that starting tomorrow, everyone over 5 years old, it is a sizable portion of the Christmas spectacular demographic, would have to show proof of vaccination to get inside.
We're super excited.
Which let the Beam family, they came all the way from Oklahoma for this show, in just under the deadline.
We are in for a rough ride this winter season.
The once again surging COVID numbers in New York and across the country are packing hospitals and devouring resources.
Those things, they take our fears and they twist them.
¿Lista?
Lista. There's now an alarming spread of incidents into Europe.
Thousands of cases in Spain.
Fabriquen vendas, cualquier manera de taparse los ojos y evitar el contacto visual con estos seres.
Hagas lo que hagas, no lo sabrás.
The highly contagious Omicron variant is no longer a looming crisis.
This is a crisis. This is a health care crisis, and people are going to die. That is not hyperbole. That is based on the facts that are in front of us right now.
Testing sites across the city were packed again tonight with long lines in advance of the holiday travel season, leaving city leaders to again push for vaccines and boosters and more.
These creatures are changing.
No tengas miedo, no pasa nada.
¡Correr! ¡Go, go, 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 go!
On top of all the other vaccine mandates that we have put in place, and the other actions we've taken to maximize vaccination, we're going to talk about other steps that we're implementing immediately.
That plan involves increased testing and the sites that provide it, plus free in-home COVID tests. The city will give away the KN95 masks that provide better protection from the virus, and more inspections of businesses to make sure they're following the masking rules. The need for vigilance, for primary vaccination and boosters couldn't be more urgent.
I believe the more mandates, the more impact. And we've got to be bold about this. Mayors, governors, CEOs, bite the bullet.
If there is a bright spot in the darkening COVID panorama in this city, it may well be the public school system. The mayor said today that public schools have the lowest transmission rate of almost any sector. He said there won't be any more school closings. Schools may be the safest place for kids.
Hi, my name is Monica Sunbeam, and I'm here for Drag Queen Story Hour. This book is called Love the World by Todd Parr. The program teaches kids about self-expression and diversity because it helps them to learn acceptance. They may not be feeling different, but it helps them to know that there are other people who do feel different, and we should be respectful of people's feelings and how they are. They get a chance to see a fabulous drag queen, someone walking in their truth and being their true self. It allows them the courage to say, hey, I like to express myself a little bit differently, and if it's okay for that person, it's okay for me as well. At some point during the hour, I would like to just cry. I just get this really overwhelming feeling that this is awesome, you're doing something really good. And we can't stifle the creativity in children because we never know where it may take them.
You know he's a fierce competitor, but you've never seen Donald Trump fight like this.
Hey, look at this! Donald Trump!
It's Trump the Thumper.
My God! The hostile takeover of Donald Trump on Vince McMahon!
We've uncovered lost footage of the presidential candidate back in 2007 at WrestleMania 23, taking on WWE boss Vince McMahon.
It is time for the Battle of the Billionaires!
The live pay-per-view event took place in front of 85,000 screaming wrestling fans, including Trump's beauty queens, Miss Teen USA, Miss USA, and Miss Universe. Wrestler Bobby Lashley was Trump's partner that day.
Man, the crowd went insane.
He says it was Trump's idea to take down McMahon.
He just wanted to play more of an active role in it. And I think that part where he took down Vince and kind of gave him a couple knuckles was just him having a little fun with it.
Yes, it is! Lashley wins!
Trump won the match.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
And to the victor goes the Clipper. He got to shave Vince McMahon bald.
He is the vice president of the National Board of Council.
Many of you missed your prom, sporting events, and celebration with your friends, but you were quick to find new ways to stay connected and active while remaining focused on finishing your education. You proved to the entire world that you can set your mind to something important, push through and succeed, showing all of us that you, our next generation, already possess the
And the rest of Trump's administration is starting to take shape. Former Senate candidate and celebrity doctor Mehmet Oz is Trump's pick to run the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. But the newest name is the one that's causing some concern now. Professional wrestling companies WWE's co-founder and current campaign co-chair, Linda McMahon. She's known for having fun and sort of creating her own cameos in skits during wrestling matches. And one of her most famous employees, Hulk Hogan, actually gave a keynote speech on the final night of the Republican convention in August as well. Now she's being tapped to run the Department of Education just weeks after being named in this lawsuit, claiming that she helped create a culture of sexual abuse at WWE. Senior White House correspondent Selena Wang is in West Palm Beach with more. I tell you, all the controversy and the background and the stories behind these picks continues to come forward. Selena, let's talk more about what we know now about McMahon and the impact that this lawsuit could have on Trump's pick.
Yeah, Kira, I mean, the controversies around Donald Trump's cabinet picks continues to mount. It is unclear what impact this lawsuit could have on McMahon's confirmation. But as the head of the Department of Education, she'd be overseeing federal policies that impact millions of students. And the Department of Education also handles investigations into how schools are handling these sexual misconduct allegations. So that is pertinent to the lawsuit that we're talking about. So this lawsuit alleges that Linda McMahon and her husband, who are co-founders of WWE, that they created a culture of fostering and tolerating alleged sexual abuse against underage ring boys. And the lawsuit alleges that they failed to act when these allegations came to light in the 1990s. But look, McMahon and Donald Trump, they have a long history. Donald Trump has been a longtime fan of WWE. And during Donald Trump's first term, McMahon served as the head of the Small Business Administration. But currently, she's been serving as transition co-chair for Donald Trump. So that means she's been spending a lot of time with him down in Mar-a-Lago, helping to vet and advise on potential candidates. But Kira, what's interesting is that she would be leading, if confirmed, the very department that Donald Trump has vowed to dismantle.
Every year at WrestleMania, you got to understand, WrestleMania is always in the very beginning of April. It's essentially a fertility, sorcery ritual. And the guy who owns the WWE, Vince, openly ridicules and mocks Christianity. And basically is very, very pagan. And his shows, okay, there's a Monday night show called Raw, okay, Raw, like the sun god Ra, but it's spelled R-A-W, like raw chicken. But it's red, and it's called Raw, and it's red. He has SmackDown, and it's a blue show. So he has this red and blue polarity every single week, you know. And then at the end of the year, well, it's at the end of the wrestling season, you get WrestleMania, but the wrestling year ends in April. So basically, he's celebrating a pagan new year with his mania of sports. And here's the thing. There's a guy named The Undertaker, okay? The Undertaker has now had 25 matches in a row at WrestleMania. I think he's the one professional wrestler in history who has appeared in the most WrestleMania matches overall. And not only that, he went 21 years undefeated right out of the gate. So he went 21-0. And then, when WrestleMania 30 came around, he was going up against a guy named Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar is known as, in wrestling, as the Beast Incarnate, okay? And we're at WrestleMania 30, okay? So it's a 10, and it's a ritual thing. So Undertaker, the dead man, Death, faces off against the Beast Incarnate, okay? And the Beast defeats Death. And it's the first time Death loses at WrestleMania, the spring festival of rebirth, for the pagan psychopath Vince McMahon and his pagan ritualistic psychosis and effect. You know, he murdered Chris Benoit. Everybody knows that now. And a whole bunch of he murdered the Ultimate Warrior, a lot of people say. And those are, of course, speculation, but it's pretty much well known. He does this thing, and the Beast is the first one that can ever conquer death. So we know how he feels. He feels like the Beast Incarnate, Satan, the Antichrist, I guess, is the only one who can defy death. That's what Vince McMahon says at WrestleMania 30 by breaking the Undertaker's 21 years of being undefeated at the Super Bowl of wrestling, essentially, or the World Cup of wrestling, essentially. And then couple years pass, he's 21-1, he goes to 22-1, he goes to 23-1, and then at WrestleMania 33, in Orlando, in Orange County, okay, the same place that the Pulse hoax shooting happened and the Christina Grimmie hoax murder happened, okay? It comes to Orlando in Orange County, and they have WrestleMania 33, and guess what? Now, The Undertaker faces a guy named, you're not gonna believe it, Roman Reigns, R-E-I-G-N-S, like the king reigns over his kingdom. Roman Reigns, okay? And guess what? Roman Reigns is the second guy in history that now defeats death. Isn't that funny? So only the Beast Incarnate, Satan, or the Roman Empire can defeat death. That's what Vince McMahon wants to tell you. And now Death has retired, essentially, I think. A lot of people think that after his 25 years now, because now he's 23-2. And it's 25 years of competing at WrestleMania. His first loss was at 30. His second loss was at 33. It's a lot of number magic and a lot of spring fertility magic too. And Vince defiantly wants to celebrate death. And maybe death is a holiday. Maybe death is a holiday for his satanic sect.
70 barrels of powder below, poor old England to overthrow. By God's providence, he was catched with a dark lantern and burning match. Holla boys, make the bells ring. Holla boys, God save the king. Hip hip hooray.
We are back with your Saturday Pop Start. What you got?
First up, of course, Halloween celebrities going all out this year, including, of course, the GOAT of Halloween, Heidi Klum, who hosted her annual Heidi Ween party here in New York. Klum first posted a teaser on social media before the big reveal, which was pretty much insane, as usual. Look at that.
Now, it's not an egg, is it? It's a vessel? Is that what you call it?
It's a vessel. And I said, okay.
Okay, it's a vessel. Yeah. And you were in there for like a couple of hours.
I was in it for 3 days.
For 3 days? Wow. And was it cold in the egg? Or the vessel?
It was temperature controlled.
Temperature controlled, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Actually, it was inspired by humanoids, alien sex humanoid hybrid woman.
My favorite, Born This Way, is the new single. Tell us about the album.
Oh, I love the album so much, and I hope all of the monsters do too.
Yeah. And tell us what Born This Way is about.
Essentially, with the visuals and the music and all of the lyrics, it's about being able to know that when you were born, you weren't just born in that moment. You have your entire life to realize the person that you're potentially going to become.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
If we turn against each other based on divisions of race or religion,
come on, try getting it out.
Ding, 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 bong. That's all, folks.